I'm back, guys. It's time for another video. What do I have in store for you today? We're combining my two passions in life, my two loves, if you're my great loves of video games. It's Animal Crossing and it's Sims. We're gonna combine them. We're gonna mix it all up, and we're gonna make a lovely Nooks Cranny inspired build today. So I hope you love this as much as I did. Let's get on into the build. And here we go! We are in Brindleton Bay for this build. We found this adorable little lot. I don't think I've ever built on this lot before, but it's so cute. It's so perfect. Because I've seen Nooks Cranny, it doesn't need to be too big. Also, I've just caught that my hat is disappearing in the green screen. Don't draw attention to it, just shh. This is the perfect size lot for Nooks Cranny because we don't want it to be too big. I know I specialize in big builds, but sometimes we're gonna go tiny, and that's the vibe for today. Now we're making it a two-story because I was like, I'm adamant to have an apartment for Timmy and Tommy in this. We do some finagling with it, but it does appear, I promise you, it'll all work out in the end. Also, the red doors were perfect in the end. This is what I was saying about finagling with the roof. Now, the attempt that you're seeing right now is not the final attempt I end up using. But you'll see it. I went through a whole journey with this roof and trying to get it so it would replicate A, what's in the game, but also B, make it playable. So what you just saw there wasn't playable. So we're making these adjustments by making the roof into 3 separate parts on each side. Actually makes it so that when you put the walls down, you can play in it, which is what I wanted. I hate it when you can't see what you're doing in a build. So we've tried to incorporate the best that I possibly could to my ability. Roofing is still a challenge to me. I will not be defeated. But here are the final little bits that I'm putting on, just that top edge there, making it blue. It just pops. It looks like what it should. It's beautiful. I'm so pleased with how that roof turned out. Roofing is a challenge. Here we are with some windows. These are just placeholders. I actually ended up changing these. I thought these brown windows here were going to be what I end up using. I was like, they're wooden, they make sense, they work for the build. Spoiler alert, we find some that work way better. These are the little apartment builds that took me forever to align correctly. And then the sign. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about the sign here because I end up changing it again, which is a big common theme in this build. This build on the stream took me about 7, maybe 8 hours to do. So a lot of changes happened that I thought were good choices to begin with, but then we just changed them slightly, and that made the cookie crumbles. We are doing some little flags. I wish we had cuter flags in The Sims, but you know what? I will work what we have because I don't use CC. No hate to anyone that does. I think my brain would get very overwhelmed with it. This was really cute for that little easel notice board. So we ended up making our own because I couldn't find the vibe that I wanted in the game. I was like, screw it. We're just gonna make our own. And this turned out super freaking cute. I love it. I think it's adorable and works great if you were stopping by the shop. We got the drop-off box for when Nooks Cranny is closed, and then the interior. We do go back to the outside, don't worry, I'm not just leaving it like that. Now, I needed a platform higher up so that we could have the like high ticket items up there. We needed the floor to match this really cute diamond pattern. So I actually turned on quarter tiles and manually did it. Now, this first attempt you're seeing is done with carpet, and although it gives the right color scheme, the texture is all wrong. And I end up going in here with the spa day tiles, and they just, oh, chef's kiss. They are beautiful. They work so well for that flooring area that we see when you first walk in. I love it. We've got that platform up there for the higher ticket items. This blue table just behind me for the non-purchase limit items. And then this little section here, this was a bit of a nightmare to make work because I wanted it to be functional. I wanted your Sims to be able to go upstairs and live in the apartment upstairs. I created a genius way to make this green sliding cabinet. We're using half walls here. I made them the same height as the door, this green sliding door. We then remove the walls and we insert our own shelves and all the products. So we got the plant seeds. We have like the medicine bags, although they're actually delivery food bags in this one, but shush, it's the closest I could get. We got toolboxes. These are what I use as toolboxes. Those are the medicine bags. But I think this ended up looking super cute, and it's really effective for getting what you can see in that picture in the corner for what I was trying to replicate, and I think it worked so well. This is the till area. Now, to make this functional, I couldn't put a big till across, So what we end up doing is putting the till on top of one of the barrels so Sims can still walk through. I think it was effective. I think it still works pretty nicely. So what I end up doing is I put the till on a counter, we size down the counter, and then we pop the counter in a barrel, and it works. You'll see it here. Works really effectively. It has to be an island counter in order to do that, but chef's kiss, beautiful, love it. Just a few little extra details we're adding in here. And then the little shelves. Now the little shelves you can see in the, what do you call it? The little picture, our picture in the top corner. It has a phone and a notepad and everything. So I really wanted to replicate that as well. So we've got this little zone where they can take your order, they can wrap your package up ready for you. We use pallets up here. I wanted to use platforms, but if we use platforms, it got rid of my stairs, or the stairs had to come out further, which I wasn't too happy about. So we use these pallets and we actually put them in a blue shade. So I feel like it's effective, that it works enough. And we added also the little price stickers on them so everyone knows how much things are gonna cost. These are the new windows I was telling you about. So we end up using these windows instead because I was very keen on having a window display. And because they have that little window ledge already, it worked super well, super effective. So we end up filling it with plants, other bits and bobs that you might need from Nooks Cranny depending on the season. I found a box of birdseed and I was like, that needs to go in the cabinet. So this is me just readjusting it. Pay no attention to it. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, here I am just filling in the rest of these. We do two different ones. Here's the second one. I found these butterfly stickers. I think this is from the kids' room stuff pack. And I wanted to make it look like they were stuck on the actual window glass. So that's what you see me doing here. Just trying to position them exactly to where they need to be to make it look like they're stuck on the window, which we did in the end. And then just add in some more window display things. Like a picnic basket. Everyone loves a picnic in Animal Crossing. We all know it. It's all we can do. More flamingos, because they're super cute. This is for the seasonal item. So you know in summer there's normally like a fan or an air conditioning unit. Oh, here, I told you the sign was changing. I told you the sign was changing. This took some time, but it works out great in the end if you just keep watching, I promise. I ended up using that pizza crust sign. A lot of people in my Twitch chat were mad about it, but it's red and it's 2 words, so I feel like it works great for Nooks Cranny. Obviously, you can change it on your build. If you want to just download this from the gallery and change it, you can. This is going to be the teeny tiny apartment upstairs for Timmy and Tommy. This was a lot to fit in a very small space. I'm not a tiny builder. I like my big builds. This was a proper challenge for me, but I think it worked out well. As you can see, we used the werewolf's bunk beds, Strangerville bathroom set there. I mean, there's not a lot in it, but we really maximized this space the best that I could. Adding a bit of clutter because I'm a clutter goblin, and tiny builds, they don't allow much clutter, which makes me sad. So here we are, just adding some of the final touches, some rugs, some soft furnishings. But it's super cute. I think it turned out really well. We'll do a walkthrough in just a moment so you guys can see absolutely everything that went on in this build. But I'm not kidding when I say this is probably the most accurate recreation I've probably done. The outside. Now, landscaping, again, is a huge thing for Animal Crossing. Everyone has a pond, so we had to add a pond. I put little cafes all over my island. I don't know about anyone else, but that's what I do. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put a cafe out here. So we've got this little cafe outside Nooks Cranny. We're adding just some landscape and making it feel a little bit more cartoony, I guess. So that's what you see with this bright green flower grass that we're putting around. I love a curved pathway as well in Animal Crossing, so it had to be done. What we end up doing as well is adding conifer trees so it looks like it's in the woods, because that's always where Nooks Crannies was on my island. And we add some sprinkling of flowers too. I couldn't find any bunches of like tulips that were only 3 that looked right. So what we end up doing is actually using these sunflowers here because it's in a bunch of 3. And again, because they're like straight out the ground, I feel like it looked more cartoony as well. Rocks. Did anyone else make a rock garden in their Animal Crossing village or island? Sorry. This is just so cute. Look at that. Oh, it's perfection. The pumpkin stack. I know I've gone for a spring theme, but the pumpkin stack was essential to making my soul happy. So I included it. And I'm not even sorry about it. Here are some trees going in just to add to the ambiance, you know? But like, is this not adorable? Is this not cute? So what we'll do is I'll take you on a little walkthrough so you can get up close and personal with the rest of this build. But I think it's bloody spot on. I think it's so accurate. Look at this. I would 10 out of 10 dine here. I would dine here. This is a cute little cafe spot. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. That pumpkin stack again doing all the work. You can see the window displays going on either side. That notice board as well. Oh, it's just, it makes Animal Crossing me so happy. So freaking happy. Here we are inside the store. Like I said, you got your big ticket items at the top. We got our non-purchase limit items at the front. You could change these to anything though if you add this to your save file. These are just what I went with because I felt inspired at the time. That seasonal item there as well. And she's just so happy. Then we scoot on and you can see the till at the very end there. And we'll spin around so you can see this cabinet a little bit closer as well. That cabinet turned out so good. That was such a big brain Beth moment, and I don't think I'll ever have one like that quite again. But I was so proud of myself on stream. I was like, am I a genius? Because it was so good. But you've got like all the boxes, the seeds, everything you can need. This was that spot where I was like, you can call up, they'll note down your order, they'll package it up for you, ready for you to collect. I love that new plant at the top as well. That was from the Greenhouse Haven kit. Oh, perfection. My new favorite plant. I'm putting it in every single build in my game, and I'm not even sorry. I'm not even sorry about it. Up the stairs we go. This is the Timmy and Tommy's apartment now. Their little flat share, I guess. It is very teeny tiny up here, but it has all the essentials they could possibly need. It has this bed area for them, so they've got the bunk beds. If we spin around, here is the cozy little kitchen. We use the country kitchen pack in here as well. That Smeg fridge, again, goes in every single one of my builds. I'm not even sorry about it. I think it's spectacular. Gorgeous. Stunning. We've got the bathroom to the right over there. But that's the apartment. And I was like, if you had a sim live here, this would be perfect while you're like living on your retail lot. But that's the build! I hope you guys loved this as much as I did. Word has it that the Able Sisters build is coming very soon, but you didn't hear it from me. But I hope you love this build. Make sure to comment in the comments your favorite Animal Crossing villager. Mine was Flurry. Freaking love Flurry, but let me know yours and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye!